Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another race. We have just a couple of races left this week. This is Vanilla-ish week. I am CyberDark86, joined tonight by Betastrip on comms, Shihali and Schmike on tracking, and Archfield on restream. How's it going tonight, Beta?
It's going well. Looking forward to seeing how these runners handle the vanilla-ish flag set. The most important things about this flag set are vanilla spell learning, so you cannot realistically win until level 17 when Heal More is learned. And the random consistent XP gold flag is also pretty important to know because a golem, which is a Sharlock tier enemy, will roll way, way down since it's a mid-tier enemy in the enemy set.
Yeah, golems are worse for grinding, and goldmen are actually pretty good. Stonemen are good too.
And another aspect is we do have the speed hacks and instant text flags activated, so people can do meme names if they want, and the text will just fly very, very quickly, even on slow speed.
The meme names haven't been working out as well as some people hoped, at least the ones I've watched, but I haven't gotten to watch a lot of the seeds this week. Either way, see, we start off with a key, we start off with gold, and I missed the third chest.
It was also gold.
And we have, Rimmel start. That's an interesting one.
Yep, starting in the vanilla Rimmeldar location means the runners will only have access to two locations, which will be the Swamp South and the Rainbow Drop Trade-In Caves, and both of those locations are about a couple screens worth of walking, so if the zones roll poorly here, it could be really rough for the start.
Yeah, and one of those two locations is guaranteed to be swamp in some respect. Could be Garenham with swamp in it as well, but... Or, no, swamp could also be, I guess, in the back of Tantagel.
And Fryteeth took out a metal slime for 40 experience. Now, they also roll down as well, but in this stage of the race, when you have really low strength, it's actually nice to encounter one of them. So he's already up to level 4.
And Diabetes has one too. Wow. I think Scared Metal Slimes is turned off too, so they're guaranteed to be there. Or guaranteed to be a kill at their strength.
Yeah, so if the runner's strength is below 20, the metal slimes cannot run away, which means somebody's going to die in that fight unless the runners opt to try to run.
Right, if the slime doesn't kill them first, but it doesn't look too bad right now. Let's see, we've got probably Zone 2 right outside in that desert, so I've seen a couple of racers go around to the west side and manage to find your Drakeys or Slimes. They're easy enemies to kill at level 1.
Yeah, the zone boundaries in vanilla can be a little bit weird, especially at the start. If you walk south of Rimmeldar, about a full screen, you'll get into another zone. If you walk west towards the coast, you'll get another zone. And if you walk to the northeast a fair bit, you will also get another zone.
So I think I saw Vanilla Swamp South there, just rotated. And maybe Mountain Cave at Jerk?
Yes, that looks like that is definitely Mountain Cave that HaateXIII is in right now.
There was a town at Swamp North location, so Swamp South is going to push us out somewhere else. Torch in the top of mountain. Ooh, and Blue Dragon's down just south of Brimland, south of home.
You never like pushing cave exploration in a perma-torch situation, and then you find a torch.
Always fun. I would say a lot of the runner, yeah, probably most of them are going to stay around and grind a little bit, at least try to get healed before they go too far. Of course, they all have heal right by now, so... Baby sleep.
Yeah, my general approach to this flag set was to at least try to grind up towards like level 7, which is when you learn sleep in vanilla. That will neutralize a lot of monsters. And then for the cave diving with the rotated dungeon flag on, I really have a strong preference to have level 9 for Radiant before I start doing that.
I've definitely seen that a lot this week. People going for level anywhere between 7 and 9 before really going anywhere.
And on Xarnax's screen, I saw a werewolf in that same zone down by the rainbow drop location. Well, vanilla rainbow drop location, I should clarify. So that's a rough zone.
It looked like a metal scorpion. Yeah, metal scorpion in the cave there, in Swamp Cave. And yes, dying on purpose is always allowed and always encouraged.
If we could not death abuse, this would be awful. But, oh, we have a situation where Swamp Cave actually backs into Garanham. So, depending on what is in these chests, okay, there's wings. Let's see if he gets a key. There's an herb and a torch. Well, that's about as poor as a trio of chests can be in Garanham. And it rolled into the North Cave. Wow, that's actually incredible. But what I was going to say is that if he had gotten a key out of that chest in the building, he could have just walked back into the Swamp Cave and died on purpose, and he would have had a chance to do a gold grind potentially.
Yeah, that would have been great. So yeah, Swamp South is at Swamp South, and Swamp North is in Garanham at Swamp North. That's pretty fun. And I think Swamp South actually ended up being Swamp East, but you know, with rotated dungeons, it doesn't really matter.
Swamp Right.
So HaateXIII's now going up towards Vanilla Coal location, see what's up there, and fryteeth is after getting to Swamp North and / Garanham. We have a cave up north. It's the jerk.
And if you look at the runner's stats at level 8, we already have 106 HP. So
I missed that.
this is screaming death necklace potential. MP is lagging pretty far behind, but I mean, if you have 100 of anything at level 8, everything is going to look like it's lagging.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a death necklace seed. And our other cave is that the Vanilla Staff of Rain cave?
That is, in fact, the Vanilla Staff of Rain location, yes.
Well, the next one to find would probably be Brecconary and Tantagel, and Brecconary has a chance of being vanilla as well.
I mean, finding those trade-in caves in those two spots is actually really beneficial. That's a really easy routing decision to make, where now you know that you can just wait until you get all of your plot items before you deal with trade-ins, because the trade-ins are just like a screen and a half apart.
Now, the bad thing about the current situation is you don't really have a healing town as such on the continent with Sherlock. I mean, you could die and fully recover anyway, but there's no specific healing town there. I guess the best bet would be to go to Garanham, buy a set of wings, heal up, and then wing out of it.
Well, given the fact they're starting in Rimeldar, it's just, you can just Death Warp. And then it's just like a screen walk to the northwest. It's like, you don't need a healing town if you have Tantagel right there, right?
True enough.
And it looks like there were actually a few item purchases. Like, we have HaateXIII with a copper sword, we have fryteeth with a hand axe and leather armor. But since we're post level 4 with the hurt spell, it's like, I mean, you could easily take down a lot of these things with sleep and hurt as well, even if you don't make an equipment purchase. So it speeds things up a bit, but it's not super essential at this point, like it would have been a couple levels back before we had hurt.
With the low MP, it's kind of helpful, but still, hurt's only 2 MP, sleep is only 2 MP, so yeah, not essential.
And Beatus is making an attempt at the mountain cave dive, and second floor is also rotated.
Xarnax now getting to Garenham is going to pick up his 3 kind of useless chests. We have wings and gold. First 2 chests in mountain. Or sorry, second and third.
And we will not see the 4th and 5th. That was a pretty rough second floor, especially if you don't have any resources left. We saw Wraith Knight, Wyvern, and Stone Man down there.
Might be an okay place to grind later on, but not at the moment.
And HaateXIII is now trying his luck with second floor mountain. And again, you notice the struggle here with the rotated dungeons and not having level 9 yet. It's like if fryteeth decides to do this shortly, he'll have Radiant, and that will drastically accelerate his path through there.
Yeah, the muscle memory is real here. You really think you know what you're doing, and then everything's just wrong. Ooh, we have a HaateXIII sighting, and that was Vanilla Tantagel. And Breckenary looks like a non-rotated... No, maybe it is rotated. Well, that's not. Partially rotated Tablet Cave.
And we have a cursed belt. So, Cole or HaateXIII might matter here. Or Caitlyn.
So we've seen HaateXIII, but Cole and Caitlyn are still in the missing list. Caitlyn could be vanilla as well, and Cole could be down around vanilla HaateXIII, perhaps, furthest away.
And Beatus picks up a hand axe in Garenham. That was the benefit of picking up gold in the mountain cave, of course.
Xarnax, I believe, sold off some stuff to buy the hand axe.
Yeah, with this flag set, ooh, Goldman has DL2. That's a bit unfortunate because Goldmen are typically a prime target with the consistent stat flag. They are a mid-tier enemy that has relatively low HP and other stats, and they typically roll up to around 100 experience.
Yeah, normally not worth a grind unless you're looking for gold, but in this flag set, definitely worth the kill. Normally, I mean, it'd be great to throw Hurtmore at them, but most runners are not going to see Hurtmore in this flag set.
Yeah, Hurtmore will not come until level 19, so it would require some serious suffer stats to see anybody go up that high. But it is definitely a possibility.
Oh, I think we've seen it this week already, but not common.
I learned it and then I never casted it.
Beatus actually gets the gold man, look like 103 experience, I believe.
It was definitely triple digits.
HaateXIII having a hard time running away from metal slime. They still have all that agility.
And now we see fryteeth inside the mountain cave, and chest 4 was just an herb, so this mountain cave might be a complete bust.
Ah, fryteeth using the sleep strats on the stone man that the others have forgotten or never had the MP for.
I think when Beatus got his Stone Man encounter, he was already down to like 1 MP and something like 20 HP.
Apparently fighters rigging chest 5 in mountain.
Well, that's something. It's definitely not what you want to see this week, because generally speaking, your stats will be good enough at level 17 with or without it.
HaateXIII in Swamp, I think? Going for the spike tile, and it is a green dragon.
He could try sleep strats. I mean, at 116 HP, if you put it to sleep for like 3 turns, you could pretty easily take it down if you get decent rolls.
For sure, having a copper sword, not great. Oh well, buying the hand next now, so probably worth going back. Xarnax nopes out of HaateXIII, but goes back in and nopes out again. And immediately nopes out of tablet as well.
I wonder if he remembers he has Radiant.
HaateXIII is going to have... Hey, Vanilla.
I do appreciate the sleep attempt there. I really, truly do. As somebody that has sleep locked the Axe Knight without RNG manip in the vanilla game, I really do appreciate that.
Right now, it's probably the best bet anyway. Come back with a bit more strength, and... I mean, you've got the HP, but not having heal more kind of sucks.
Yeah, you definitely need better equipment to damage race an Axe Knight, even at 132 HP, because they're still going to be hitting quite hard. I would say they would probably 4-shot you, and Xarnax has found Rimuldar.
Hey, free keys. Not really, but, you know, keys. Which we definitely want right now.
And question in chat, Sleepness on Stone Man, that's like 50-50? No, Stone Men have a 1 in 8 sleep resist. They are like Magiwyverns in that regard, so it's really frustrating when you miss it against them. Green Dragons are 50-50-ish.
Xarnax getting the furthest in exploration now. We have a town up in Vanilla Garenham, and it is Brackenary.
And HaateXIII continues his excursion in the Tablet Cave. He gets his Cursed Belt, but since he's not level 12 yet, he has to walk all the way back out.
So another big flag we have here is Vanilla Shops, which means the Magic Armor is only going to be in a couple spots. The Flame Sword and Silver Shield are only in Cantlin.
That is correct, which has major implications if you're doing a gold grind and you're in a situation like this where you're on the second continent to start. That is a long, long way to... Where would Cantlin be in this? Cantlin could be Vanilla Cantlin, right?
It could be. We only have 3 locations left. Mountain Cave, Hawks, and Cantlin. So it's pretty far away.
And Beatus is in Rimuldar. He gets gold out of the inn chest, so he's going to upgrade his gear a little bit here and get half plate.
HaateXIII tried the Axe Knight and didn't survive.
I mean, with the half plate, Beatus, he could chance the Axe Knight. I don't know if I would want to, but it's at least possible without a crit.
Speaking of crits, HaateXIII gets one on a Demon Knight. Xarnax is working his way down towards Mountain. We'll see what one of the last 3 locations has.
HaateXIII getting the classic Demon Knight treatment of it is dodging.
Xarnax finding the Magiwyverns down here. They usually roll up pretty well for experience. He got 108.
And we have the Stones Cave in the Mountain Cave location, and it has fairy water. So We are nearly 20 minutes in right now, and we have yet to get any plot items.
So we've got 2 locations left down here. One of them is going to be Cantlin, and the other one's going to be Cole, I believe. Right, which puts Grave under Tantagel.
So now the thing to really watch out for is what is populating these zones, because when you have to go all this way to get to what are essentially mandatory locations right now, if there's anything roughing the zones down here, that could add a massive element of volatility. And we do have Cole.
Which means Vanilla Cantlin.
Yeah, Cantlin rolled into Cantlin today. That's funny.
Now, we haven't seen 3 Curse Belts, so we're not guaranteed to have coordinates yet, which means Cantlin could just have really good items that we want but don't necessarily need.
And the Cole search spot had nothing, so now you actually really do want to get to Cantlin, because with that one belt, it's 50-50 to be required.
Looks like Fryteeth and Diabetes are about to get down and see Cole here. Sorry, Breckenary. Freebie Cave, right. Oh no, and the Star Wyvern takes Xarnax out when he's getting so close to Cole, Cantlin.
And Star Wyverns have hurt more, so since our runners do not have magic armor or Erdrick's armor, that will roll 30 to 45 damage per hit, which is a lot. And if you're running low on resources, that's extremely dangerous, unless you lead out with a stop spell.
So, Token, I think, in Treasury, all I saw was Erdrick's, but I'm pretty sure it was Token.
And that's our first plot item.
One of 3 that we need, so Xarnax is going to cast Radiant. It looks like, at the moment anyway, it looks like a non-rotated Grave. Maybe flip north to south? All of our runners have keys now, so no worries on that anymore.
This is always funny watching people try to navigate the rotated, like, these are veteran runners, and like we're just all just like, I have no idea which way I'm supposed to go here. It's like you go one way and you wait and you try to look for cues, and yeah, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I figured it out pretty quick, I think. There we go. Once you see the chest, it's not so bad. You can find your way from there.
Stones of Sunlight, and now we have glitched. Lots of Stones of Sunlight. Dragon Scale, and maybe a Fairy Water.
Right, stones and a token are in there, so there was definitely no harp, and doesn't look to have been any of the weapons or armor we needed. Possible flute, yeah. Wow, 148 HP at level 12.
Yeah, this is kind of a lot.
Definite Death Necklace if found. Although, if Death Necklace is in perhaps Sherlock somewhere, I don't think they'll go for it. Unless they're still looking for armor or sword, of course.
Yeah, it would be a very weird scenario to route to try to get Death Necklace at that point. That would be a very unique scenario. And Fryteeth has made it to Cantlin, and Hate is in a damage race with the Axe Knight, and he loses it.
Hate has... no, fryteeth, sorry, has a little bit of gold. It's going to pick up a broadsword here. Large shield, though I already have large shields, so don't need to buy that. Wow, had enough HP to walk the whole way. 49 north, 59 west.
I think that might be somewhere near like vanilla tablet-ish. Just going off of mental memory of the vanilla map. Maybe a bit east of it. But I would say it's probably roughly in line with the tablet. And then a little bit east.
Perhaps so. Trying to do a quick count here on my thing, but I'm not seeing it.
I mean, the thing of it is, based on where they started and where the swamp cave is, it's like, you're not giving up any real amount of time if you just grab the princess and return her and go back through. I mean, at this point, like, especially at level 12, you could damage race a green dragon, especially if you're fryteeth with the broadsword.
According to what I'm seeing here, it's directly north of Vanilla Tantagel in the grasslands. Like, if you went north and on your way towards Vanilla Colossi.
So yeah, so it's basically a little bit east of Tablet, right?
Yeah, a little bit southeast.
Awesome, I haven't totally lost my mind yet.
Great thing about vanilla map is you can get a rough idea of where it is, but to get the exact thing you need to either count or have some kind of map available.
I mean, I'm a total purist. I'd just get Gwaelin in the seed. Just be like, I have a good idea of where it is, generally speaking, but I'll get Gwaelin and I'll just walk right over there and use her once and be like, alright, it's like 10 steps away from where I'm at.
Right, a very valid strategy, and I know myself, I've looked at the map for like 2 or 3 minutes trying to find stuff, and that's 2 or 3 minutes I could have been grinding or finding another item or something.
And Fryteeth has the fairy flute.
Second chest was empty, which probably meant a herb. Herb or key, maybe. Or that could have been the stones, too.
I just saw a wyvern kill there for 70 experience, so they rolled up a little bit. It's a nice little enemy to take down, and it looks like Hate is going to be diving the grave now.
So we're still missing sword, armor, and harp.
Correct. And Fryteeth is also diving the grave. And these are rotated, so this is a fun little excursion. Yep, use the Radiant. Good job.
Radiant's going to make this so much easier. Xarnax back in Mountain Cave. We know there's nothing there, but I don't think he's gotten all the way down yet.
And we have the Silver Harp in Grave Chest 4.
Taking it to make sure I actually got it. Still want to go for Grave 5, because that could be armor or sword. Or Death Necklace.
All three of those things are actually quite valuable.
Saying that, okay, chat is saying that may not be the harp there. May have been a glitch.
That's super trolly.
I was watching Fryteeth, but they're saying one got the sword, one got the harp.
Glitch chests are a nightmare, and that's why you always check your inventory after you take whatever the heck it is you pulled.
So Fryteeth in the bottom now is going to pick up this chest, which will be glitched. But it's gold. Oh wow, a gold grind. No, no! There was a chance of silver shield.
Well, I mean, given what we know about Cantlin's location, I can totally understand the decision to not gold grind there. But at the same time, I think I would have been very strongly tempted to grab the 7700 for magic armor and pull that from Rimmeldar.
Yeah, magic armor would definitely be a plus. Diabetes is going to go and do so much for gold grind anyway. But if Fryteeth hasn't gotten... Oh, Fryteeth has seen coordinates, I believe. If he hadn't have gotten coordinates, I definitely would have went for it.
Yeah, I think Fryteeth saw coordinates. And Beatus grabbed extra money. I think he's going for magic armor and a broadsword, probably.
Yeah, that looks about right. Just over 9,000, I believe. Insert memes here.
I mean, with the very real possibility of the armor being in Sharlock, magic armor is a very good piece of equipment to get. It's basically worth a heal more on the walk down. So, in addition to the fact that it nerfs the hurt more that Sharlock tier enemies have, and we know Star Wyverns have it.
Yep, chat pointing out here that either the armor or the sword is in Sharlock now. We know that because Harp is somewhere, either coordinates or Hoxton's. And the other two items could be there. One of them definitely has to be in Sharlock, possibly both.
And Hate is opting to do a gold grind. Now, I don't know if Hate has made it to Cantlin yet or not. If he hasn't, it would make total sense to do the grind for everything here, since it's very, very quick. But if he has, then he should just stop at the middling amount like Beatus did.
Gonna go a bit higher. Maybe
Yeah, I don't think he's made it to Cantlin, and if that is in fact the case, it makes total sense to just get it all right now and then just go to Cantlin, because you have to go there anyway.
Oh, sword was somewhere. That was coordinates, I think.
Yeah, it had to be, because I haven't seen anybody beat the Axe Knight yet.
Yep, Xarnax picked it up? No, somebody picked it up on coordinates. Oh, probably Fryteeth. Right, I don't think Xarnax has seen it yet. Actually, at 176, that's pretty nice. Silver Harp and Hoxus.
So that confirms Erdrick's armor is in fact in Sharlock. So the play that Beatus made to gold grind for magic armor could be looming quite large here.
Yep, Hate as well, having enough gold to get all items, if need be.
And for the record, Beatus does have half plate. I saw him get it in Rimmeldar quite a while ago.
It's so hard to track these with fast text.
Yeah, the fast instant text is the bane of every tracker's existence. Like, it's so brutal, because it just flies past, and half the time the commentators miss it. Even chat misses it. I know chat is perfect and all-knowing, but you guys do miss a few things every now and then.
The only thing is there's a lot more of them, so at least one of them will see it usually.
Green Dragons rolled vanilla X, or not vanilla. Well, vanilla DWR XP. They rolled their 135.
So yeah, the Axe Knight looks like our grind here. Unfortunately, we don't have Hurt more, but it's a pretty good grind with the HP we have.
And if you have good gear, it's an even better grind. I mean, without heal more, when you have the lower defense values and you're just eating all this damage, it's nothing but suffering when you have to cast heal like 5 times after every fight.
Which we just saw Xarnax do. But yeah, the Axe Knight seems to be the best at the moment. Xarnax needs some better gear, could be a quicker grind. Maybe go get your sword, go get some magic armor first, and then go back and grind it.
Yeah, even full plate at this point wouldn't be that bad.
We also see here at level 14, the MP is up to 84, so it's a lot better than what we had. Still a little bit low, but not too bad. You could probably manage with this if you had all your gear.
Yeah, I don't anticipate any issues with their stats in this particular seed. Although agility is 61 is not it's not what you want to see, but at the same time, like with that HP total, you can soak a lot of damage. Of course, the caveat here is that you have to dive Sharlock without the armor, and depending on how you approach those barrier tiles, you're either going to be giving up all 6 herbs to do it, or a heal more plus 3 herbs, or 2 heal mores. And that matters if you're trying to win on a single dive, which I imagine all of them will try to do.
Right, now like we pointed out earlier too, you start off in the same continent, and in fact, one of the closer locations to Sharlock. So dying is not a big time loss, as if we were on the other side of the continent. So maybe worth the 2 dives, but still, it's another 5 or 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, and even being on the same continent, like it's still like, because the vanilla map is all so stretched out, like it's still something like a 90-second walk to go from vanilla Rimmildar to Sharlock, because you have to go all the way up and all the way around, and it's just ugh.
Looks like Fryteeth has gotten the rainbow drop.
And Beatus is all kitted out with the magic armor now.
Hate still has 28,000 gold, is on his way down to get the rest of the items he wants. And coordinates, hopefully.
Comment in chat that this feels like Fryteeth is going to dive for armor. Yeah, it looks like he's going that direction. He has decent attack power, decent HP. I mean, it's as long as you keep your HP high and you don't get caught unawares by a red dragon, this is reasonably survivable, but this can be a bit of a mess if anything in Sharlock has sleep.
Xarnax has been sticking it out in Cantlin, or Hoxness here, trying to get to level 17 before going anywhere else, and looks like Diabeetus might be doing the same.
It's not the worst idea in the world, although, like, my preference is I generally want to get all my stuff before that, because there's always that chance that you have ridiculous stats, and then you might have that option of going at 16 and getting 17 on the way down if your stats are just ridiculously skewed.
Right, you know you need 17 for heal more, but if you have the ability to go down ahead of time, grab it on the spike tile, then go ahead.
And I'd definitely be thinking about it in this seed because like the HP is so ridiculous. But I mean, of course with the armor in Charlock, that's obviously an issue. But with the HP in the 160s, like good lord.
Hate, of course, going to have a little less HP. Still has 138 at the moment. Probably be about 10 to 12 lower by the time he hits the same level as everybody else.
Yeah, with these stats, that is insignificant. I mean, anything over like 140 something is overkill.
We're noticing now, Diabetes is level 16, has the 72 agility, which is really where you want to be. They are higher, so he shouldn't have any problem when he's ready to dive.
I refuse to accept any agility value as green.
We'll change it to blue. It just doesn't matter.
I say just gray it out.
Hates here, and Caitlin goes into the lock shop. He's going to buy Flame Sword and Silver Shield. Oh, doesn't have enough for magic armor. And doesn't seem to care.
He does have enough for full plate. If you want the defense, you may as well get the full plate.
DiabeetusThe1st to 17 is going into Rimmeldar to heal up now. And fryteeth is grinding on Swamp.
Yep, he's been going back and forth with the green dragon. I mean, the Axe Knight is the superior grind, but if you're not over there, the green dragon is just fine as a positional grind. I mean, the experience rewards are close enough that it's not going to matter that much, I don't think.
Right, here you can almost death warp, whereas if you were doing it with HaateXIII, you'd have a lot longer distance to travel again. So you have to leave, you have to go to your next town, I think Rimmeldar, to heal.
So looking at the stats, we have 120 attack power, so if you pull the Death Necklace in Charlock, you're up to 130. So you're looking at 15 swings, and you got 11 heal mores, and a ton of HP. The defense is not that good, though.
Defense is pretty low. You're normally looking at 86 to prevent any 49 plus attacks, or 48 plus attacks.
So, like, if he had Erdrick's armor already, this would still be kind of marginal go mode with Erdrick's armor. Without it, you're not going to win, because you have to give up resources just to navigate the damage tiles.
He's now hitting 18.
That was a 0-3-4-4 level. That is not what he was hoping for.
Yep, still at 120 attack. Defense went up to 73. Still not great. Xarnax still rocking hand axe, chainmail, and small shield at 17.
Yeah, he took a long look at that stat line. And fryteeth is going at 17. I expect this to be a dive and grind to the armor, and then he'll just immediately nope out. I mean, hopefully he remembers that the death necklace matters, and like if he pulls armor out of the first chest he looks at, hopefully he'll look at the other chest to get death necklace, assuming it's not like separate, like with the armor and the treasury and death necklace up at judge's table or something. Like, hopefully he'll remember to pull extra chests. And there's a 12 power at 19 for Beatus, so he's in go mode now.
Right, so I think I just quickly looked at the race earlier today, and I saw someone pick up armor in Mountain, immediately noped out, and didn't check the chest. Like, it was 2 chests right together and wouldn't check that second chest. That could have been something important, like the death necklace. So really, if you're that close, check those extra couple chests. It's not going to take that long. Now, if he dives and finds armor in judge's table, maybe not go back for the other ones.
The thing about that is, so it's like, let's say he routes directly to judge's table and it's the armor, and then he just immediately nopes out and redives. He could do that and then route in the treasury check in the basement to grab death necklace at the bottom, and like that would make perfect sense actually, if that's what he wanted to do.
Right, does kill a little more time compared to if armor was there in the treasury with it, but it's a good thing to do right now. I mean, even for Diabetes with 134 attack, because of this HP, getting that death necklace is going to make the fight a lot faster.
So it's roughly 13 swings and 11 heal mores, assuming he doesn't burn one on the damage tiles, which he might. I don't know what his approach is. I mean, personally, if I'm in this situation, I would use all 6 herbs. Like, I would desperately cling to the heal mores and try to hang on to that, as that's the most valuable resource you have right now in one of these tight resource dive scenarios.
I don't believe Xarnax has set foot in Caitlyn. Not having coordinates is not going to have the sword.
Red dragons are only worth 174 experience, by the way. And they are in this zone going to Sharlock, actually.
So fryteeth is on the bottom floor, gets ambushed by a blue dragon, and should be able to survive here. Definitely out of MP, is definitely going to have to dive again.
And his approach made perfect sense. Dive and grind. Like, you know your stats are kind of iffy, so you just may as well take this approach. And we got a torch key. There's the death necklace. We got an herb. There's the armor. Okay, so the death necklace and armor are together, which that has serious implications for Diabetus2nd.
Shahali, probably so. Caitlyn is so far away. Chances that coordinates have nothing, or... I mean, the chances there, so why not gamble? Right, Archfield did math earlier and posted it for me. I should read that.
Yeah, Xarnax has to win tonight and next week to guarantee a play-in race. If he goes first, second, then it's almost not impossible, but almost impossible for him to qualify.
Right, so looking at the playoff picture here that Archfield posted for me earlier, Diabetus is qualified. He's only playing for seeding, as Diabetus is currently undefeated in this tournament. fryteeth will qualify with the first place. Second place will guarantee at least a play-in race if there is a play-in race. Third qualifies with a second or better next week. And fourth qualifies with a first in week 5. As for Hate, 2 first place will guarantee a playoffs. First and second has a chance at the play-in race.
So here's our situation right now.
I'm sure after the next few races are done, there will be a lot of math in the Discord.
Right, but our situation in this race right now is Beatus appears to have thrown in the towel of this being a single dive. Like, he had already lost 2 heal mores before he even got into Charlock. So this is not a great scenario for him. Now, if he were to somehow grab level 20 or something, like if he grabs armor and death necklace in basement, let's say he loses no more resources, maybe he could grab level 20 and try to win, but I'm not seeing it. So this is now fryteeth's race to lose, actually, in my opinion.
Yeah, agreed. Fryteeth is going to make it a bit easier on himself and cast Radiant there.
Yeah, at level 18, he's got the extra MP to burn on a Radiant without costing a heal more, so it's totally fine to do that. Has no implications.
Oh no, Xarnax on the bottom floor gets killed by an Armored Knight.
Well, he already grabbed the armor and death necklace, so he's just waiting to die, essentially. But yeah, this Charlock has a few problems in it. And so far, Fryteeth is making his way through. And question in chat from Big Slamu, Xarnax skipped the count? Yes, he did not make it to Cantlin. He died on his way to Cantlin, and Cantlin rolled into Vanilla Cantlin. So, with the knowledge that he had, he opted to go to Charlock, knowing that something was definitely going to be there.
Now, doesn't necessarily need Erdrick's sword if he could pick up a broadsword or flame sword. With the Death Necklace, could probably take out the Dragon Lord. It'd just be a longer fight.
Yeah, and there's also considerations for things like fairy water and stuff like that as well. But we do have Fryteeth. We do have Fryteeth on the Dragon Lord right now, and he's got 11 heal mores, and he's put on the Death Necklace. So I'd say he's a very heavy favorite to win this.
Yeah, outside of a miss menu here, it's probably a win. Diabetes right behind on the spike tile here.
Now, the difference with Beatus is he only has 7 heal mores. But with the extra leveling, he can put on the Death Necklace, and that'll bump him up to 144, so he at least has a chance to win. And he went first, so that was critical. So the fact he went first, that helps out a lot. So I think he's actually looking good here since he did go first.
Looks like Xarnax is on his way back down to Cantlin, perhaps? Yeah. Sees Cole, nopes out immediately.
And get your GGs out for Fryteeth. He has taken out the Dragon Lord.
So that will qualify Fryteeth for the playoffs in this tournament. Next week is just for seeding.
And get your GGs out for DiabeetusThe2nd. So Fryteeth has finished with an official time of 53:43. And Beatus finished right behind with a time of 53:59.
So both our runners, of course, qualified for playoffs. Heat hitting level 18 here, and still grinding. Well, it's pretty much out of MP, so it'll probably just attack until it dies.
So it's very fortuitous that all that strength came on 18 and 19, especially 19, I would say. That extra 12 strength came in clutch.
Definitely so. And Xarnax now getting the coordinates.
And joining us in the booth is fryteeth, our race winner tonight. fryteeth, what are your thoughts on this seed?
Really well. From the first encounter, critting a metal slime to, getting all the way out to Cantlin when I decided to go there. Everything felt pretty good on that one.
Yep, that it was an interesting map, of course, the way everything was laid out, but especially having to go all the way back down to Cantlin.
Yeah, and then the HP just kept coming and nothing else.
Yeah, for a few levels it was HP and no MP.
It must have been a close finish, though, at the end.
I think you were just starting DL2 when Diabetes came out of the spike tile. Speaking of Diabetes, GG.
GG.
Thanks for the GG, and GG to fryteeth. Close one.
Thanks.
Diabetes, your first loss this tournament.
Yeah, that was a challenge. I don't know. It was a pretty reasonable seed. It was, man, that last 5 minutes to get through Charlotte was such a bear. That was awful. So many red dragons, so many run fails. Barely snuck by after burning, 5 heal mores on the way? Yikes.
I think Beta pointed out you were down to 7 heal mores when you started DL1.
All right, it might have been 7. So yeah, I burned 4 on the way down, plus all of my herbs.
You weren't 18 then, I take it.
Level 19.
Okay, I went at 18, and I just barely made it at the end.
Yeah, I also just barely made it at 19 with 12 more strength.
Well, that would have been helpful.
Well, I don't know. I would have to look at the stats here, but I failed to run 48 times during the seed, so a lot of those were in Sherlock.
So just to point it out here, 12 strength, yeah, at level 19. HP with the Death Necklace equipped, Diabetes had 133, fryteeth had 131. Defense, Diabetes was 1 over at 80, fryteeth at 79. And 1 extra MP as well, 94 versus 93.
Yeah, I thought about going at 17, but, when I did the armor dive, I figured I might as well get 18.
Yeah, that was the other consideration, is whether or not to do 2 dives or not. I'm a big proponent of the single dive, and 17 was a definite non-starter. 18 gave us basically nothing, so it didn't change the math. And whether it was the Stonemen in Hawksness, proper, or on the Spike Tile Axe Knight, both of those were so fast. Seemed to just make sense to pick up the level since I was there.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't like the MP for a single dive, so I went twice.
It was thin. I will agree there. I didn't even make it to Charlotte the first time I set off from the castle.
No, I think I did the same thing. I think I died before I got there, or I had to burn so much MP I just turned around.
Yeah, I ran into red dragons, and I think I failed to run from 180 HP down to 15 before I was able to run, and decided to just, I guess I'm going home and starting this over.
I think I saw any red dragons in Charlock, though.
Did I see any reds in Charlock? There were red dragons on the way to Charlock. There was the zone just to the northwest of home.
that walk between the bridge and Sharlock certainly had red dragons as well.
Yeah, the real Sharlock were the zones outside of Sharlock.
I do believe both of you guys got a metal slime pretty early in the race, like if not the first enemy.
Yeah, it was my first enemy.
It was my first enemy as well. I forgot about that. I saw like 5 of them in the first 90 seconds, and I was like, okay, this is weird.
I think I critted 2 of them in the first couple minutes.
Yeah, the seed basically handed you guys a path forward since this week's flag set does not have scared metals on, so if you see them at level 1, that's actually a good thing even in this flag set, because you guys rolled almost minimum strength.
Yeah, it was like because of the 5 strength that I even saw them at all. I just happened to go down and around with the intention of checking out one of the other 2 spots of the continent because we had gold, so maybe you can pick up some torches, fairy waters, maybe a weapon if you're lucky. And it just so happened that there were metal slimes just to the south of start. That worked out. Clearly for both of us.
Yeah, it seemed like Zone 0 was probably just west of Tantagel. Or Tantagel was on the east side of it, say. I think I saw Xarnax go around to the other side and started getting Drakies and blue slimes. Schmike pointing out Rim is in very near the southeast corner of its zone. So basically, once you walk out of Rim, you're in the next zone anyway.
Yeah, that count ended up being convenient given where we started.
Yeah, depending on how you kind of routed it out, we probably I don't know, it depends on how level up you were, but we probably ended up having to go back to Hawksness at some point. So it made sense, it was right outside, so it worked out.
Yeah, I had a sheet here with the coordinates of every location, on the map, and then when I saw 59 west, I said, well, Rimeldar is 59 east, so this is easy to count out. It's just right north of the normal castle location. But yeah, it was the same thing. Went to Cantlin, warped back, and then did the tile and Hawksness.
I just now noticed that Stonemen are giving 306. It's a shame that none of them rolled onto the spike.
Oh yeah, I hadn't seen any.
They were in a few places. It'll cycle back around here on my screen. How many I killed, but they were in Hawksness proper, like in the town. They were also in the zone right outside of like the vanilla Tantagel, which was Hawksness as well. So they were around, it's just you had to get lucky enough to encounter one.
I encountered a lot of them. I unfortunately didn't kill a single one.
Looks like I encountered 6 and killed 11 and killed 6. The rest probably were in Sharlock or it was too early on.
So an update on our other racers here. We've got HaateXIII rounding the corner to the Dragon Lord right now, just picked up the armor. And Xarnax going for the Rainbow Bridge now, going across it, has already picked up his armor. Still has not found the sword.
Yeah, I think he might have written down the incorrect coordinates because he has Gwaelin.
He does, and just tried to search for it on the way to Sharlock. Was pretty close to it when he first checked Gwaelin. Must have wrote something down wrong because he headed down towards home, or Vanilla home, and then warped out and, like I said, just checked outside of Sharlock that time. So, entering Sharlock with a hand axe, Erdrick's armor, and a small shield.
And HaateXIII is pacing back and forth in front of the Dragon Lord. He is level 20. So even without the Death Necklace, he has 137 attack power. So with the 8 heal mores, this fight should be relatively free unless he gets horrifically unlucky.
Did get back attack, but shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, when you're doing 22 in the Dragon Lord, it's pretty fun.
Get your GG's up for Hate. He has defeated the Dragon Lord and will finish 3rd in this race. And I just now noticed there's quite the discrepancy in stats between Beatus and fryteeth. That run block stat of 22 versus 48 in a race that's under an hour. Like, that's an incredible disparity when you think about it.
Hate's official time here, 1:05:26. We got Xarnax going for the dive anyway with the hand axe. And I believe that's a Hate, GG.
Thank you kindly. And I popped in just in time to hear Xarnax is doing a hand axe dive, huh? That's a thing. I wish him luck on it.
Hand axe, Erdrick's armor, and small shield right now. We think he wrote down the coordinates wrong. We're not quite sure.
Oh, this Shada. Yeah, I'm really glad I actually put together a little spreadsheet that I could just enter the coordinates and it would give me what the actual coordinates were based off of, where the vanilla locations are. So I just saw the coordinates. I'm like, okay, so that translates to 2343, which is 20 above where vanilla Tantagel is. Awesome.
Yeah, I definitely saw him walking back and forth in that general area. So I think it's pretty clear that he must have written the incorrect coordinates. Might have flipped the north and west.
Yeah, that could very easily happen.
Unfortunately, the way this one rolled out, Cantlin was literally as far away as could possibly be in its vanilla spot.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a walk to get there, especially since I only started to go there after I got to the bottom of Grave and ground up 35k. I was not gonna go in without having, the best stuff money could buy.
Yeah, Xarnax was over there. I believe he was over there before anybody else was, and he made an attempt and he got murdered by a Star Wyvern that clocked him with a 43 damage hurt more.
Oh. Yeah, that was the reason I stopped by Remolder to pick up the magic armor first for the rest of the walk down. I was like, this is risky enough as is. I'm gonna go get some stuff to be safe.
Yeah, I had leather
take it
armor
that I
for the walk the whole way there.
Yeah. Yeah, I take it I was probably the one who ended up going for the most absurd level of grind. Oh, wait, never mind. I see Xarnax is also 20.
Yeah, also 20, but also without a sword.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Nim pointing out in chat, the swamp locations were vanilla-ish, I guess.
It was French vanilla.
I mean, Swamp South was actually Swamp South, or maybe Swamp East. But then Swamp North was where it's supposed to be, just there was a Garenham in the way.
Also, I am not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sad that I died less than Xarnax. I figured with the amount of like stupid early exploration I was doing, that I was probably gonna have the highest death count. This means I failed at my job.
So Xarnax just picked up a broadsword, brings his attack up to 127. Might have a better chance at their Dragonlord now.
Well, 18 swings, 14 heal mores. He should get doubles even with 78 defense, but you got to get down there with full resources, I would say, to be realistically a favorite here.
Run luck okay so far.
For the life of me, I do not know what the HP of DL2 was. Like, with the fast text, I just don't even count out damage that the players are doing.
Yeah, I just swung until it fell over.
One of our trackers saying fryteeth did 159.
Yeah, I don't remember what my count was. I think I had done like 148 and then took a big swing and killed it. So I think I might have cleared the range or pretty close. So not helpful.
I know I had one swing that was like 20-something, and yeah, at that point I was like, well, I'm glad I wasn't trying to keep count because that just would have made it go even further off.
Well, bottom half HP total definitely helps.
And the fact that we all had, you know, all of the hit points. So, you know, yeah, death necklace, death necklace.
Yeah, this is one C. We were actually talking about that. If Death Necklace ended up being like judge's table, was anyone going to go for it?
I was. That's why I went to judge's table first, because that's exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah, I would have gone back up for it, but the lower level, I didn't have a choice.
I ended up missing judge's table then. What was down there?
I think it was money or a key. It was something useless.
Schmike saying it had to be a belt? Could be.
That's what it was, yes.
Right, I only remember seeing one somewhere else that was probably in Mountain Cave or Grave. So Xarnax has made it down pretty far and hasn't burned too much MP.
No, Jerkbird, let him go.
That is consequential.
Has to burn another one here, so down to, is it 11 heal mores now?
These are what I would describe as not great odds.
Has to burn another one on DL1, but that should be it.
Come on, Xarnax, you can do it.
Gonna use Fairy Water strats. Well, for what Fairy Water he has there.
think he's at 111 right now.
Last heal more. Should get 2 or 3 attacks here. Oh no.
I think I counted 147.
Schmike agrees. Yeah, there were a lot of 8s there, unfortunately.
The other element in all of this is that small shield allowing the Dragon Lord to hit him for 50.
Yeah, large shield make a big difference here. And there should be one in here, right?
Yeah, Garanham has one. Assuming that he can get enough money to buy it. He's only sitting at 500 and something gold.
The cursed belt sale might help. Or there might be gold back here. I don't remember.
I don't think there was gold back here. Yeah.
Yeah, Schmike says Herb Torch Wings. Yeah, I remember. I remember commenting on how worthless those 3 chests were when we saw them early on.
Interesting that he's making a go of it here down a heal more from casting Return. Surprised he didn't go back into the castle and regain that 8 MP.
I think he also did that last time, too.
I kind of wonder at this point if he's just running on rage to murder the Dragon Lord.
Schmike with the good point out. If he's cursed, he can't do that. And since the nearest wings would be in Cole, and that's at the Hawksnest spot, that's not doable either. So he would have had to have walked back. Which, I mean, it was just across the swamp cave. It was doable.
Probably almost actually a little quicker, I would think.
Yeah, that's the key, Schmike. If he remembers they're there. I mean, if you're racing, would you honestly remember where wings were like 20 minutes into the race? I wouldn't.
No, knowing where a chest with wings is not something you normally try to remember. Gold, you try to remember. Maybe a key, but not wings.
I mean, maybe fairy water if you're super desperate.
Curse belt, maybe, if you're doing Curse Princess.
That could be a possibility in week 6, depending on what the runners vote on or vote out.
I'm so looking forward to that. Random percent is going to be so much fun. I probably won't get to play in it myself, but I'll enjoy watching it.
I'm not even really sure how to practice that flag set because you have no idea what your group is yet. You have no idea what the people in your group are going to vote for. It's like, how useful is this really?
Right, so we did this last league, I believe, and everyone had one flag they could turn on or off. So someone could turn on rotated dungeons, someone could turn off rotated dungeons, and then we just go back to Tri-State. This time we're having 2 flags that everyone could turn on or off, and I believe what we discussed was you could choose the same flag twice, so that if someone else chose it once, your preference took priority.
Where's the fun in double voting the same thing? Come on, guys. Be creative.
If I remember correctly, McGrew turned on all the bad flags. Or I think at that point, Random dungeons was the first time it was being used, or rotation in dungeons, so he turned that on just because.
So with rotating dungeons and stair shuffle not playing nice with each other, what happens if those get turned on together?
That actually came up on discussion today, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more and let you guys know beforehand. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, more chaos, why not? But yes, it can end up being a soft lock, possibly.
I just be like, you guys know what you signed up for, so...
If it's soft locks, run again. Scarlet, I like your style.
I hope somebody does something totally stupid, like votes to turn off the torches in Fairy Water in battle.
Yeah, there are a few flags, like I don't think menu scrolling is one of the options, but that would be funny too.
Yeah, I just randomly rolled a seed where Fairy Water and Torches in Battle was disabled, and I was just so mad.
I think I remember that from last league too. The first thing people would do if they had a Fairy Water or Torch is just try throwing it just to see what happened. And that's the fun part about random percent flags. You go in, you don't know, and you just gotta start trying, see what happens.
So Xarnax entered that fight with 12 heal mores, and he ended it with 5.
Oh, dang. Broadsword really made the difference there.
Broadsword in level 21. I guess that's the... Alright, he has chosen violence kind of thing.
So get your GGs out, guys, for Xarnax, who has finished with a time of 121.38.
Xarnax will be here in a couple of minutes. Have a little chat with us. So speaking of further on in the tournament, we've been talking about week 6. What's week 5? I don't even remember.
Week 5 is awful. It's heal
as intended.
Heal hurt before more, and there's treasure guards, and I believe there's random chest locations, and stair shuffle is on once again.
Stair shuffle, random chest locations, treasure guards, heal hurt before more, small map, easy Sherlock, and fast XP. So XP for what we're used to running in the standard flags.
I'll be the judge of whether or not Sherlock is easy. I don't believe there is such a thing.
Easy Sherlock being, of course, you have an increased chance of running from Sherlock enemies while in Sherlock, but not on the overworld. GG's Xarnax.
I guess so. Thank you. Beat us. Or no, wait, no, it's fryteeth. Fryteeth won that. That's a
Indeed.
GG's.
Thanks, GG to you as well.
Like I was feeling like if like the Cantlin skip all like felt like it might pay off when I got to the bottom of Shylock, but then the stats just were not even anywhere close to what I needed at the time. And then I still wouldn't have had a chance anyway, because like right after I found Armor and Death Necklace, I saw the finishes, and I was pretty surprised.
So we're assuming you wrote down the coordinates wrong, perhaps?
I don't know what happened with those. I didn't write them down, which was a mistake.
Yep.
I think they were 29 north and 59 east or west.
49 north, 59 west. It would have been, I think it was
49.
20 steps directly north of Vanilla Tantagel.
Okay. So
You
I
were
think,
actually really close the first time you checked Galen.
yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Um. Yeah. So I like when we first started, I made a note. Like we started at Rimildar, which is like 72 or 72 or no 112.53, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I think probably like so that was dumb and a mistake clearly. Um, but I think my bigger mistake. Well, there were two really big ones that compounded on top of all that. But the one that I think I don't know. When I got Erdrick's token, I thought I got the sword.
Ah. It goes by really quick on fast text.
Yes, I didn't take the time to verify which one I had gotten, and so then when I was fighting in Hawksness, I was just like, well, I'm gonna just get heal more, and then figure out if there's anything else I need to do, and then at some point I realized that I had the token and I didn't know where, and then I realized where I got it, and then noticed I didn't have the sword, and yeah, hand axe was not enough in that seed.
No, and I don't think the small shield helped either. A large might have been a bit
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah. There was definitely one point where I passed right by a broadsword, and I was like, I don't need it. I've got Erdrick's sword. And then later I regretted that, obviously. Then the other big thing that was just poor preparation was, for some reason, at some point I was thinking it was vanilla chests, and then like I think I skipped. I think I didn't dive tablet because of that, and but you know I just I was mixed up because I think I was still under that impression when I didn't deep dive grave. I don't know, maybe not. I'm clearly not quite focused enough to.
Well, you've also had a couple of other tournament races today as well.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Got up for work at 4:30 this morning. But that's neither here nor there. I mean that race. I mean, but really, I mean I don't think anything could have gone any better.
So with the results from this race overall, Diabetes, you were already qualified for playoffs, of course, having been undefeated up until today. So you will stay in the playoffs. I believe fryteeth has qualified with that first place finish. HaateXIII and Xarnax, unfortunately, you guys, I believe, are now eliminated.
Sounds right.
I'd say I'm shocked, but I would be lying.
Everyone has done good this tournament. I mean, it's been a blast watching all these races. It's so unpredictable, of course, with chaos and everything. And I mean, everyone has done well. So with that, we have one race starting fairly soon. Is on RPG Limit Break, I believe. And right here, we'll have Group 6, which is RG365, Scarlet Shadow, Yakko Wacko 20, and JBrun TR. That will be our last race for tonight. And we have another race tomorrow. Group 4, Venicus, Beef Supreme TV, Ziggy, and Edge. That will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Eastern, of course. And we also have 2 races that have gone async because of issues. Scheduling issues. So they will be broadcast hopefully tomorrow, but we're not quite sure yet. And we'll get hopefully if they are broadcast tomorrow, then we'll get the groups figured out late tomorrow evening.
Yeah. Man, I forgot to look at my stats. 133 casts of heal. That's a good sign.
Yeah, Beta pointed out at one point, like, not having heal more until the level you're pretty much ready to go. When you're grinding, you could be casting heal like upwards of 8 times just to get your HP back.
Yeah.
All right, Beta, you have anything to add?
Nope, just everybody, you should stick around because the next race on this very channel will be starting in about a half an hour.
All right, again, one more race tonight. So thank you very much, Beta Strip, for being co-commentator. Thank you, Schmike and Shihali, for tracking. Thank you, Archfield, for restreaming tonight. And runners as well. Xarnax, Diabetes, fryteeth, and who am I missing? I don't even know. Xarnax! Xarnax, hate Diabetes, and fryteeth, right. Thank you guys for the race. It was very fun to watch, and we'll see everyone in the next race.